Hello, welcome back to the channel. Lesotho says there are illegal military training camps operating on farms right here in South Africa. Stick around till the end so you can see where the story comes from and decide for yourself what's really going on. Lesotho's government has raised serious concerns that farms near its border with South Africa are being used for illegal military-style training. According to officials, they've received reports and intelligence suggesting that foreign nationals, possibly including Libyans, have been taking part in unauthorized training on South African soil, specifically in areas like Mpumalanga. The claims come shortly after South African authorities raided a farm and arrested nearly 100 foreign nationals believed to be part of a so-called security training program that turned out to be military in nature. The farm in question was reportedly registered as a private security training facility. But when authorities arrived, they found evidence that it was being used for much more. Military tents, camouflage gear, instructors using foreign military methods, and a setup that looked more like a combat boot camp than a private security classroom. There were also reports of weapons, although those were said to be licensed, and drugs like dogger and even cocaine were allegedly found on site. Lesotho says this kind of setup so close to its border is alarming. Some of the training camps are suspected to be near areas where people and goods move between the two countries quite freely. Their concern is that if illegal operations like these go unchecked, it could destabilize border communities, increase crime, and lead to security problems for both nations. Meanwhile, here in South Africa, the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority, or SIRA, confirmed that the training camp was operating well outside of its approved functions. The company involved had no legal clearance to run any form of military-style training. As a result, its license has been suspended and investigations are ongoing. The police minister also confirmed that many of the foreigners arrested were in the country on permits meant for study, not for combat training. Authorities suspect that those permits were used as a cover to hide the true nature of their stay. Some of the foreign nationals arrested were linked to other cases, including assault and robbery in nearby towns. But the charges directly related to military activity were later dropped due to a lack of solid evidence, and the group now faces deportation for immigration violations instead. Still, that hasn't eased the tension around what's actually going on behind the fences of some of these farms. Experts are warning that this could just be the tip of the iceberg. Rural areas, especially isolated farms, are perfect locations for hidden activities. They're far from the eyes of everyday people, and if no one reports anything suspicious, it can take months before anyone realizes something is wrong. That's why Lesotho is taking the issue seriously, and South African authorities have said they're now watching other similar facilities very closely. For the ordinary person, this is one of those stories that sounds like a movie but is actually real. Illegal military training camps. On farms. Right under our noses. It shows how layered the immigration and border control issues are, not just about passports or permits, but also about national security. And let's not forget how it all started, with a few foreign nationals signing up for what was supposed to be a security training course, only to be found crawling through the bush like they're preparing for war. It's a lot to think about. Just so you know, all the images you saw in this video are used for illustration only. They're there to help you picture the situation but don't reflect the actual sites or people involved. And if you want to verify the news yourself, here are the sources to check: statements from Lesotho government officials, briefings by South Africa's police minister, SIRA's investigation findings, reports from national media, and commentary from regional security experts. Before I go, here's a little joke to end it off. Apparently, some of these guys were training so hard they even scared the cows. One farmer said his sheep haven't slept in weeks. Yo, next thing we'll hear they've built bunkers under the barn. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay safe.